I am two people. I'm the person who went to bed last night and a new person who woke up this morning. Sleep is 1/60th of death. I'm a witness. I am two witnesses. The same self is two witnesses. I'm the witness who said the Shema last night. In the start of the Jewish day, it comes at night. And then I say the Shema, and the two large letters in the Shema are the Ayin and the Dalet, and that makes me a witness. Because everything is completed when I say the Shema. And I have Shema on my lips before I die. And then I go to sleep, and I wake up, and I say the Shema again. And the two large letters make me an aid. And I'm both witnesses. The necessity to have two witnesses. And I am the two witnesses because I am two people. I'm the soul that was yesterday and then its continuum of today. Two into one. No different than the two sides of my hair come from one. We see this in the Shabbos lights when we have to light two lights, Zakor and Shomer, which are given in one utterance. We see this multiplicity in the Havdalah candle that has to have multiple or at least two wicks, and it's braided candle. We see this in the two challah breads. We see this mainly in Rosh Hashanah. Study Rosh Hashanah, and you'll see everything here. Because Rosh Hashanah is 2 days as one, or are they two separate days? The beauty of Rosh Hashanah is that the first day is considered Leah, and the second day is considered Rachel. If we do the gematrias of these two names, the second day comes out as 1,000, with some added things there. And the first day comes out as 200, which is the same as the 200 and the 1,000 in this Song of Songs. And it has to do with one of my symbols, which I'm not disclosing right now. And so this doubleness, you see, this two-ness is one, because each individual is two in one. He goes to sleep at night and wakes up a new soul. But there's a continuum from yesterday, because the day only started at the night. Vayehi erev, vayehi bocher, yom echad. The erev starts the night, and then you sleep. So you're two people, which is not much different than the two yetzirs, the yetzer hara and the yetzer tov. It's not too different than the two souls that are within you, the animal soul and the godly soul. But you're actually two people. We get this also not only from the two wives of Yaakov, but in Yaakov himself, because Yaakov becomes Yisrael. And he never loses that name, Yaakov, the different levels that he is in. Even after he has a name change, he can still be called Yaakov under certain conditions. This is different than Avraham, who had a name change to a singular name from Avram to Avraham, and then he's never called Avram again. He had his name change. He had something added, and he's one. But Yaakov remains two names. And he still has relations with his two wives in different levels. And in the Kabbalah, we show different levels of the Partsufim, and in relation to these things, even in the Midnight Tikkun. And so, what do we have here? We have two-ness, Yaakov and Yisrael, and Rachel and Leah. And what are higher? Are the hidden really more deep than the revealed? Is the real one here Leah, or is the real one, the one of real love, Rachel? Is the reveal deeper than the unrevealed, the hidden? Isn't the whole purpose to reveal the hidden, the physical itself, to make the hidden physical? That's the work, that's the opus, to bring it down, to make a dwelling place for Hashem in the physical world. So I leave it to you, as you walk around. Are you one person or two? I know I'm two people. I'm two people here. Two people in one body. And this brings up a very deep issue about within the body. In that body, is it an androgynous body? Does it have relations to sexuality? Are you both male and female in one? Or is there a transcendence? Are you neither male nor female in this one body? I know that there are very deep levels called androgynous and tum. There's an animal called a koi. This koi animal is neither a behema or a chaya. Are you familiar with those terms? A behema is an animal that's a domesticated animal, and a chaya is an animal that's out in the fields. Maybe the difference between a fox and a dog. But is there a third thing? Is there a third thing in a body, not sexless, sexy, but a body that transcends gender, a body that transcends the two values of gender, bigender, you see? Is this body an agender? And so this is a very deep issue. So when these two genders are revealed in one body, but they are not by gender. What comes there? And that's a third. There's a third thing that comes up and down the center pillar. You see? That's neither right nor left, neither male nor female. There's a third dimension. This body is not by gender, it's not right or left, but it's third. It's not much different than the Yad Ramah as being a hand, a third hand. When these two bi-gender rights and lefts are balanced, a third appears. A body itself that's not a body. It's more like a tree. This balance occurs, and then what comes out of this balance, you see, is an energy that in different cultures is called different things. It comes out of a center. This is a high energy, a Kundalini energy that can only occur through a balance of right and left, of male and female, of a transcendence of bi-gender in general, and looking for a third. That third, however, is a two-ness. That third even has two within it, you see, which is not much different than the third son, or the third, not son, but the third patriarch, Avraham, as being from the right, Yitzhak, whose name didn't change, from the left, and then the third patriarch, Yaakov. So I'm actually talking about Yaakov here. That Yitzhak has to be incorporated into Avraham. That Avraham has to be from the right, and the Hesed has to include the Gevurah and its entrance into the left in general, and the Sitra Akra and the Klipot. I'll be doing soon some beautiful numerology on the Klipot. Once that Klipot is balanced with the, once Hesed and Gevurah are balanced, then Yaakov as a double appears. Yaakov with his two names, and the second name becomes Yisrael, called Yisrael Echad. Yisrael is no different than the name Yisrael of Yaakov. The body becomes one of multiplicity. The individual self is lost. He struggles with the angel and becomes Yisrael. So here's a very deep thing here. Actually, the gematria of Yaakov and Yisrael is 732, which becomes Lavan. which is another deep thing. And that's how he retains the two daughters of Lavan. Anyway, this center pillar, this development of the self, you see, is a oneness in the body of a two-ness. You are two selves. You are both witnesses. When they talk about the two witnesses necessary at the Beth Din, they're talking about you. You're the person that you went to sleep yesterday and the person who woke up today. This is no different than Rosh Hashanah. And every day is Rosh Hashanah. It's the two levels of the shofar. The first day is 320 dinam of Leah. The hard dinam, it's the shin and the vav plus the yad, gives 320. And then the second day is the 280 of Rachel, the Pei Resh, 280 of Shofar. That's the softer dinam. And the 320 and the 280 go together and make 600, which is a very deep issue of the two shins on the tefillin, each shin being 300. Or the final letter mem being 600, or the double dalet like a mem in the back of the tefillin. And the tefillin is the same gematria when you add a certain way as shofar. And the horn of the tefillin is the horn of the shofar. And these are the deep issues of the center pillar, because the tefillin is in the center, and there are two shins there because you're a double. This two shins, the male and female, come together on one body. So stare at this and think what you want. Think of your desires. Watch the screen and ask your desires. This is a level that hasn't been expressed. A bodily orientation of Rosh Hashanah, a singularity within two-ness, third force, up and down the ladder, from the center. Beautiful. Just beautiful.